Hello, everyone. My name is Mr. Picaretta, and I'm going to be your math teacher this year. You'll see that I have a syllabus here for this year. You can see my name, the room that I'm in, which is D208, which is at the very end of the D wing upstairs. You can see the phone number for the school with my extension and my email address. So let's just go through this together. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. If they come up, you can email me or message me in Schoology. But let's take a look at what we have here. How to contact me. So students, this was more for last year when things were remote. You can message me in Schoology. Obviously, you can also talk to me during class. But outside of class time, Schoology might be the best option. You can also email me, but I would definitely suggest Schoology first. Parents, email is definitely the best. Whenever you need to, you can email me. I'm here for you if you need help with anything. If you have questions about the class, if you have questions about the technology that we use, I don't really care what your questions are. Send them to me. I will do everything I can to answer them. If I can't answer them, I will definitely try to find somebody who can. So you can do that. Parents, I would suggest not to call me. You can if you want to, but the phone almost never rings in my classroom. Instead, it will just send you straight to voicemail. So I think it's definitely better to give me an email. If you want me to call you back, you can say that in the email, and I'll give you a call instead of emailing back. But that's up to you. But just reach out to me whenever you need me. I'm here for you, and I want to do everything I can to answer your questions or concerns. You'll also notice right here, parents, you can join your student's or child's Schoology. Just let me know. I have to give you a unique code, so the code's different for every student. And I'll also attach a PDF document that shows you the instructions for signing up. And once you sign up for Schoology, you will be in there for all of your child's classes. So you only need to do it once for all classes. So if you want to be part of Schoology, let me know. I'll send you that code via email with the instructions. Sometimes I send out messages to parents and students, so you would get those there. You could also message me in Schoology if you'd rather do that than email. So those are your options. I don't know if we'll be using Schoology nearly as much as we did last year, but I'm sure we'll still be doing things here and there. And even if we don't, at least you're in there. How I'll contact you, students. I might send out a mass message to the entire class through Schoology. Again, we're going to be in the classroom, we hope. So at least we hope for a long time. Who knows what's going to happen. So I obviously will most likely just tell you things in class, but if I need to, or even as a reminder, I'll also send out mass messages in Schoology. Everybody gets those messages. So if you do want to reply, I suggest you reply individually to me instead of to that actual message. Parents, if I need to get in contact with you, I'll probably use email just because I can do that whether there's someone in my room or not. But if I will definitely call as well if I need to. If you have a preference on either one of those, you can let me know, and I'll stick to the preference. Or if you need to update that information, whether it be email or phone number, please let me know, and I will have it updated for you in Home Access. The main reason you'd want to do that is because that's how I find your information. So if it's not correct in Home Access, I won't be able to get in touch with you. Also, when it comes time for parent-teacher conferences, that's how I invite you to schedule an appointment is through email from eSchool or Home Access, because I can send out an email to all 100 or so parents that I have at one time. So please make sure if you want to be included in stuff like that and your email is not up to date, you let me know. Or if you want to check what your email is in the system, I'd be more than happy to do that for you too. Just reach out to me and let me know. Class schedule. If you are coming here for the first time, this is all new to you. If you are returning, this is, again, new to you. Because you'll notice this year we've done something different, and we have added a fourth lunch. I don't know why. I'm assuming to reduce the sizes of the lunch, but just so you know, that has changed. We're also in semester schedules again, so that means you have the same classes, marking period 1 and 2, and then a fresh set of classes, marking period 3 and 4, instead of doing the alternating, even day, odd day. You'll see the times there. Student entrance 7:15, but school starts at 7:30. That's when you'll be dismissed to your homeroom, and you'll be there until the end of homeroom/enrichment at 8:09, and you'll go to periods 1, 2, 3, and 4. Reminder, your lunch is based off of your period 3 class. So I happen to have a lunch. Every teacher is different, so you're going to want to find out what your third period teacher has for lunch. I have a list of every teacher's lunch in my classroom, so if you want to take a look at that, you can let me know. And I will be more than happy to tell you what lunch you're supposed to go to. So I have a lunch, but that only matters if you have me for third period. So if you have me for third period, you would go to lunch right from second period and then come to me after you're dismissed from lunch. My planning is period 4 for the first half of the year and period 3 for the second half. I guess if you just had a question or something and you wanted to stop by and ask me, I'm here, usually available. Or, for whatever reason, if you need something, just let me know. Class materials. Oh, I didn't write anything about calculators in here. Textbook, we give it to you. They're new this year for all my classes. Not just new to you, but new curriculum, new everything. So it's going to be all fresh. You will get a book. You will be able to write in that book, and you keep the book. So that book is 100% yours. I'll let you leave it in the classroom if you don't want to take it home every day. You can rip pages out, whatever you want to do. So we give you those. Access to Schoology is probably going to be important. You have that, and if not, I'll get that for you. It's nothing you need to worry about. Paper and or pencil. Or paper, pencil, and or pen. I don't care what you take your notes in pen or pencil. When it comes to tests and quizzes, though, I'm definitely going to want that in pencil. I have items if you need them. Paper, notebook, 3-ring binder, one kind of setup, whatever you're comfortable taking notes in. The book, you can rip out pages and they're hole punched, so you might want a binder so you can rip out one section at a time to put in your binder instead of carrying the whole book. These are options you have. Everyone's different, so whatever you're comfortable with, whatever is going to bring you success. You might also want maybe a folder, again, if that's something you prefer. A calculator. So a calculator is not really needed. In terms of, you don't have to buy your own. I have some in the classroom. You're more than welcome to use one while you were in my classroom. You'll have Chromebooks, so if it's not a test or quiz, you can use Desmos on your Chromebook as a calculator. There's options, and if you need to discuss those options with me, and I'd be more than happy to do that. So, those are other things you might want to get. I'm not going to say anything's necessary for my class other than something to write on and write in. As long as you have that, you're taking notes. Everything else we'll figure out together. So, again, use whatever helps you be successful. If you have a certain method for the notes, I'd stick with that. So grades, this is a school-wide policy. It's not for me to make. It's just for me to use and follow. This information could change at any time. I doubt it will. So, like in the past, summatives are 70% of your marking period grade, and formatives are 30%. So summatives are your tests. That's pretty much the only thing you'll probably have for a summative. We most likely will have 3 tests in marking period, maybe 4. They're usually 100 points each. Sometimes we might have 2 small 50-point summative assessments instead of, one big 100-point. But for the most part, in general, you'll have 3 a market period, 100 points each. And that makes them worth 23 1/3%. So it's very important that you do well on those tests because that's where most of your grade is coming from. The other 30% is formatives, homework, classroom, classwork, quizzes, mostly quizzes, exit tickets, stuff like that. I don't give homework that much at all, and classwork is pretty much the same as quizzes and exit tickets. They're all kind of under the same thing. So we'll definitely have 6 of those, but probably more than 6. Usually maybe even 1 every day or so, just even if it's a real small question, just so I could see where you're at. If I know if I gotta cover the same material again tomorrow and kind of go over things and whatnot. So lots of those. If you have any questions on anything, let me know. Final grade. Again, this is subject to change because I don't remember getting any definite information on this and just going based off of last year and the years in the past. But you got a final exam at the end of the year worth 10%. So that makes each marking period worth 22.5% if you're in Algebra 2, because that's a full year course. So that's going to be all 4 marking periods. However, Geometry is only a half year course. So that will be just 2 marking periods and the final. So since the final is 10% in both classes, the other 90% divided by 4 is 22.5 for Algebra 2, and the other 90% divided by 2 for Geometry is 45%. And as always, the first 3 marking periods for Algebra 2 or the first marking period for Geometry, the lowest grade you can get is a 55 if you got a 0. That does not happen in the last marking period for each class. You can get a 0 in that one, so be careful. And the final, you can also get a 0. So we do that so that way if you get a really bad grade in an early marking period, you don't just give up for the year. You can still pull through and pass for the year. So definitely take advantage of that if you happen to do poorly, or hopefully you do really well and it's nothing you have to worry about. Again, I've not confirmed this. I'll update you if anything changes. Sometimes you can be exempt from finals. Last year that didn't happen. So again, I will definitely keep you in the loop as soon as I know more. But we probably won't know for a while. Due dates, makeup policy. I pretty much followed the rule book on this for the school policy, which is outlined in the agenda. I don't believe the agendas are in yet. They hopefully will be here soon. So I don't know if you'll get one the first day of school, but eventually you definitely will. Typically, just to try to sum it up as quick as possible, most things you get 10 days to make something up if you're absent, but that's really just formatives. If there was a test and you were absent that day, like you're going to have to take the test the next day you show up to school. So you're not going to get 10 days for a summative. If you were expected, on school on a Tuesday, and that's the day of the test, and you weren't there, and you're here Wednesday, you're going to be taking the test on Wednesday. So, if you're worried about it, don't be. Just talk to me. Talk to me about your missing work. We will come up with a plan to get you caught up. The sooner you do this, the better. If you wait the 10 days, I can't really help you at all. But if you tell me on the first day back, hey, I'm sorry I was absent for so long. I'm really worried about my work. I don't want to get stuck behind. I promise you we'll come up with a game plan to get you caught up. So don't sweat it. I'm here to help you. Just communicate. And, you'll see here, if you're out for a long period of time, I'll probably be bringing the conversation to you because I'm going to be worried about it just as much as you are. So other than that, that's, pretty much it for the quick summary of what to expect this year in terms of just kind of the bare bones of my class expectations and stuff. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I'm here for you. I just want to see everyone be successful. I hope you had a great summer. I hope you're excited to come back as much as we are. And we hope to see you soon. Have a great day and a great night.